Hello. Over the past few months, Don't Starve Together has gotten a few updates. Since I was away, I didn't have a lot of time to really pick through the stuff added. They couldn't have added a lot of cool stuff anyway. It's Don't Starve Together after all. Oh boy. Before we get into it, I'm under contractual obligation to say that this is my opinion. Alright, let's start with...
I'm over here stroking my dick, I got lotion on my dick.
These rifts will start to open over your world. They take time to grow, transforming the landscape and native flora. It will also spawn rift stalls and these freaky little guys. The rift will close after like 15 days. And the crafting from this stuff is very interesting, to be honest. First, the enemies. The grazer puts the player to sleep and then eats them. Okay, that's kind of cool. It respawns after a while. Okay, this is annoying, very annoying. I understand that Clay will want the player to feel unsafe in this rift to God knows where, but what is effectively a mosquito that hovers around the player is not the way to do it. And that mosquito has 2,400 HP. So basically, to get breathing room in the rift, you have to kill half a Deerclops. Now, there are workarounds like Mushy Cake, but it seems like a questionable decision to me. Bright Shades, I really don't have a problem with them. They're kind of cool. They're like Birchnut Tree Guards, but better. With the Bright Shades slain and the Rift Stall's mined, we get to the meat. Brightsmith 3. Brightsmith 3 has some of the coolest weapons Don't Starve Together has had in a while. Like a homing staff, fucking grenades, multi-tools, and all of this ties in with an armor set that has 80% damage absorption and synergy with these weapons, buffing them. Am I dreaming? This update is awesome. I could definitely forgive the little nick with the grazer because of the armor. However, to even see the rift that spawns the raw materials for the armor, you need to defeat the Celestial Champion. An easy 10-step process. I know what you're gonna say. Just turn the rifts on in the settings menu. We're talking about non-modified Don't Starve Together here. And don't get me started about pubs. The day I see bright shade armor in a pub is the day I close my computer and go outside. But I can't really fault Clay too much for this. The armor and weapons are good, but maybe not endgame good. Plus the bright shade armor makes the characters look like knights, and that's pretty cool. Oh boy, where to start with Terror Below? Same stuff, different location, to be honest. The rift stuff is all the same as taking root. It spawns little creatures too, but now it's underground. But that's where the similarities stop. The little creatures have about 1,000 health, which isn't bad. After death, they drop bugs that explode.
Get out of there, it's gonna blow!
Let's see, what else? They added the fog to Don't Starve Together. The fog is coming, 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 the fog is... Miasma is kind of annoying. That's about it. During the activation of underground rifts, if you get close to fissures, they initiate a mini boss fight. The boss fight being a total ripoff of the shadow pieces, god damn it. It isn't even a good ripoff. The other creatures don't get stronger as you kill their brethren. You can mine Dreadstone from the fissure that spawned the group of scandalmongers. Hold on. Hold on. Go back. They added Vor to Don't Starve Together. God damn it. Anyway, now that you have defeated the Vor monster, you can get its clothes. Combining all the materials mentioned so far, we get the Shadow Crafting Station. Its crafts are equally interesting to Brightsmith 3. So for armor we get... They added Reaper from Overwatch to Don't Starve Together? The Void Robes are the Shadow equivalent to the Bright Armor. It's equal in coolness too. The Shadow Reaper is a scythe that harvests plants in an area. It also speaks to you. They added the Eyelander too. We also get the Umbrella that protects us from new acid rain that appears in the caves following rift openings. The Umbrella is basically mandatory due to the hazardous effects of acid rain. But on its own, the Umbrella is... I mean, you could beat small woodland creatures to death with it, ineffectively, but it's an option you have. Its wetness and heat reduction is good too. Acid rain is also one of the features of this update too, but... well, it's acid rain. It eats away at your armor, health, and overworld wetness protectors at a very rapid pace. There's not much to discuss about it. It turns pawns into niter formations and buffs basilisks. In my opinion, it's kind of lame, but not overly offensive. It's just... acid rain. Okay, well, all of this cool tomfoolery is locked behind the ancient Fuel Weaver, the runner-up to the Celestial Champion. Why? Why make all this cool stuff endgame? I don't get it. Why? I mean, look at this guy. Are you seriously gonna lock him behind the Fuel Weaver? For shame, Clay. For shame. What? Why 3 out of 5? Oh, I'll tell you why. It's because of this thing. The scrapbook.
You failed, stalemate.
The scrap, or should I say the crap book, is an insult to every Don't Starve Together player that has more than 10 hours on the game. Okay, it isn't that bad, but still, having the crap book pop up at every action, every step I take is mind-numbingly annoying. Oh John, you can just fill it out. Sure, but do you know how many enemies, items, meals, and other unassorted things are in Don't Starve Together? A lot. And every single one has a crap book entry. What's worse is that some entries update. Like for instance, you get close to a clockwork bishop, that's one ping of the scrapbook. Then you get hit by its lightning thing, another ping. Then you kill the bishop, yet another. Then you pick up its gears in purple gem, another 2 pings. So for an average bishop encounter, you ping the crap book 5 times, and that's only one entry in the crap book. There are easily 300 slots in this thing. John, you know you can press clear, right? I will be fine with the clear command, but the crap book totally breaks the flow of the game. It literally fades to black to reveal itself. And if I don't clear the scrapbook, I'll have this pulsating bullsack on my screen until I get pissed off enough to remove it, only for it to reappear again a few minutes later. And don't get me started on the impacts it has on filming gameplay. You can't even open the scrapbook in the main menu. You literally have to go AFK to use the scrapbook. From what I understand, Clay's trying to help new players understand the game better by adding the scrapbook. Okay, that's kinda noble, but at best the scrapbook confuses new players. At worst, they stand still scrolling through the scrapbook waiting to get domed by any creature that walks by or darkness. It's better to let new players explore on their own, using the wiki to supply them with knowledge and curiosity. It will come naturally to them if they truly like Don't Starve Together. This method of annoying the player to learn is not the way to do it. It will probably drive off more players than reel them in. What sounds better to you, dear viewer? Exploring Don't Starve Together at your own pace, figuring out every neat detail as your thirst for knowledge slowly gets saturated over the course of tens of hours, meeting friends along the way, or getting homework from your teacher, Clay. Okay class, make sure to kill 1 clockwork bishop by tomorrow. This will be 1/80th of your grade. Okay, well, the scrapbook is a big misplay by Clay. How can we fix it, or at least make it kind of better? Well, in my opinion, make the scrapbook craftable, and make it so to get scrapbook pings you have to have it in your inventory. Have the scrapbook UI just pop up and make it small so it doesn't totally cover up your screen. The other stuff I briefly want to talk about is training dummies and planter related stuff. The dummies are cool, that's about it. The planter stuff is horrendously complicated. All the new mobs do normal and planter damage, and the new armor and weapons damage this gang more than this one, blah blah blah. From what I understand, the shadow stuff does more damage to lunar mobs and vice versa, and the armor protects against all planter damage no matter what. I think. That's about it. Get sturdy and subscribe.